Allison, please read this. What I've learned during the COVID-19 pandemic.
What I've learned during the COVID-19 pandemic. During the past 6 months, I've learned a lot to protect myself in order to survive the COVID-19. First, I've learned that wearing a mask, washing my hands, and using a sanitizer on regular basis are very important. Second, I've learned the importance of physical distancing to safeguard myself and other people. Third, I've learned to stay close to my loved ones using my smartphone and the social media. This pandemic is very dangerous. We need to protect one another and understand that we are all in this together.
Okay, so thank you, Allison. We're gonna focus on this a little bit because you are going to write what you've learned during the COVID-19 pandemic. You're gonna write your own story. Okay, so this is just an example. I wrote this to teach the students. It is not necessarily my idea, but I wrote it just to teach you. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you one by one. Okay, let me just close this. Okay, I'm gonna ask you one by one. Just give me one sentence. I'm gonna start with Hani, and then Alejandra, and then Hilalai. Okay, Hani, just give me one sentence. What have you learned during the COVID-19 pandemic? Just give me one.
I learned during the COVID pandemic, COVID-19, to survive, to protect my family, to stay home.
Yeah, for physical distancing, right?
Yes, most of the time we're staying home, we're trying to keep our physical distance with everybody. Well,
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, thanks, Anne. Alejandra, what have you learned during the COVID-19 pandemic? When I ask this question, like my purpose is to draw out some ideas from you, like how has the pandemic changed you in another way? Okay, so and what have you learned from these changes, and now you're a better person, something like that. Okay, Alejandra.
Okay, I learned that we can be happy with small things.
Mhm.
Yes, you know that makes sense.
Yeah, yes, no, it's beautiful. What you said was beautiful, Alejandra. You realized that little things could make you happy, like the
Yeah,
smile of your children, the hugs of your son, you know, sitting with your son, like beside the computer and helping them with schoolwork. Like, you realize that little things like this can really like make you very happy. Okay,
yeah.
Hilalai, what have you learned during the pandemic?
Like first of all, I learned most of stuff, good stuff, and like far away. Like first of all, I learned how to stay at home to spend time with your small family and keep them busy. Don't think about outside with clothes with the most of people. Like I know it's not danger because we have to do like physical distances. Keep your family inside the house and make them happy and make some good food for them to stay happy. Don't think about outside food and go outside to spend time outside because we were not allowed to go into the park or to the shopping mall, nowhere, but we were happy inside the house. And we study, my kids study, my husband still do their work, and we were happy. Like we were scared from outside, but we make some environment inside my house to keep my family safe and happy.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Hilalai. Beautiful. Okay, Marisa,
Well, during the pandemic, I've learned that the most important thing in our life is the health. Doesn't matter if you have money, doesn't matter if you are poor, the health is the most important thing in our lives.
Okay, cut Maritza. Maritza, wonderful. Beautiful answer. I love it. Okay, Maritza, everybody, please remember the answers that you are giving because Maritza, like for example, you write a paragraph about this, expand it, and then close it, and you will see your homework is gonna be awesome. Okay, everybody, please remember, Hilalai, remember what you said because Hilalai, what you said is enough for the homework. If you remember, right? Like, because sometimes my advice to you, because I'm asking each one of you right now, my advice to you is if you can, while you are answering me right now, record yourself. Because maybe later you don't remember what you said. Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, Fahim, I'm looking at everybody according to the picture, so I'll go to you later, okay? Right now it's Valentina. Valentina.
Yes, I've learned to value the daily routine because, like, I miss go to university, go and visit my family, go to shopping, like to a supermarket. Because when we were in like in the isolation, just in Colombia, just one person could go and make the shopping. So we, I was at home about 1 year, really 1 year at home. So we really miss to go out and do like little things, like go out outside and meet a friend. So I've learned how to value these things and be thankful to have.
Yes, that's a beautiful ending, and be thankful, for everything, that surrounds you, your family, your friends, the social media. You know what I mean? Because the social media became a part of our connection to the world and to our family back home. Ronald, what have you learned?
Well, I just learned about my family to get closer to them because now they are very far from me. But every day I was worried about them, about the health and how they feel. That's because now I think it's important the mental health, because the anxiety, and I don't know this word, anxiety. I don't know if it's right what I'm saying, but now it's really a big problem now. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I like the way you're phrasing, Ronald. I like the way you're phrasing your sentences. Like you
Mm.
start with your sentence by saying, it is important nowadays, it is important. Beautiful. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, Mina, what have you learned about during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, I learned how to sit my kids' online classes and how to uh,
Yeah, your answer is beautiful. Like how to help my children during their online classes. Yeah, that is good enough. Okay. Okay, Merida, what have you learned? Daniela, you're next. Okay, what have you learned?
Okay.
Sandra, sorry, Hassan, can you turn off your microphone because the sound is mixing?
Yeah.
Okay. During the COVID-19, I have learned to keep the family safe, to take care of health. And during the COVID-19, many people have realized that they have something inside them that they didn't know because they were very busy, like working, running. And during the COVID, they were closed and took out their internal profession. For me, COVID taught me that we should take care that first for health, then comes everything in life.
My God, Marita, you need to write. It's beautiful. Okay, Daniela.
Okay,
Daniela, what? Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
I learned that your life can change 1 second like this. One day you are working physical, the next day you are in front of one computer. So I learned that you need to live your
Okay, Daniela, sorry. Hassan, can you please turn off
Turn off what?
your microphone?
Microphone.
Yeah, please, just temporarily. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, sorry, Daniela, please go ahead.
So I was saying, like, your life can change 1 second. One day you are working physical, and the next day you are in front of one computer. So I learned that the really important thing in the life is like a no material things. It's like it has time for your children, has time for your family, enjoy simple things like walking in the forest. I learned that sometimes with simple things, you are happy. You can live with that because we come for nothing. And when we, in the end, or life, we're not going to have nothing. So this COVID come to change everybody, come to show like a with like a, how I can explain, like a, that's it because
Yeah.
I come emotional right now.
Yeah, Daniela, I know what you wanted to say in the end. You said this COVID-19 shows us that when we don't have anything, we have something, which is our love for our family. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, and so which is more important any material thing in this world. You actually, I hope you remember what you said, Daniela, because if you write it, it's so beautiful what you said, like about little things that we did not realize we value. But during the pandemic, we realized that these things are important for us, and these things could make us stronger and happier as a human being, you know. And if you write that in your homework, you're gonna get a high grade. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Daniela. Daniela, you're only 22 years old, but I'm really so impressed by the way you are throwing your ideas. Very mature. Very mature. You are very madura. You know.
Madura in Spanish. Yeah, Valentina know that because she's laughing. Yeah.
Okay, Jethro, what have you learned during the pandemic?
I have learned that maybe we, like all the people, we waste a lot of time out of the house, right? Uh, I'm telling that because my family is old. It's so old. My dad is 71 years old, and I have to be care about him and his mental health and all my family. But I think me, because my work, I was in Colombia, a street photographer. I waste a lot of time being far of my center family. But now I learn to be more comfortable inside my house.
Okay, very deep, Jethro. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I hope you can write about it. It's so beautiful. Okay, Burhan, do you want to speak?
Yes, Indra.
Yeah, because because your picture is, I mean, your camera is off. So I was just like wondering if
No,
you are busy with something.
no.
Okay, Burhan, okay, go.
Uh,
What have you learned?
I've learned a lot of things during the pandemic, but the most important thing I've learned that in like this hard time, solidarity and collaboration, how is important, very important.
Collaboration.
I've learned solidarity and collaboration
Oh, okay, okay, yes.
so important in like this hard time.
Yeah, yeah, that's so right, Burhan. Actually, I was talking about it. I don't know if I was talking about it in the class yesterday. That you know, even you are so careful, if the other people are not careful, you're still affected negatively by the pandemic. Okay, it's like driving, right? You
Yeah.
are a very careful driver, but the other people are not careful, you will get into an accident. And so, like, I agree with you, Bernhan, about collaboration and being solid together. You actually use two beautiful words, solidarity and collaboration. And wonderful. I hope you can write about it, expand it, and put it into to writing. Okay. So yes, thank you, Burhan. You never disappoint me, Burhan.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Saja. Saja, what have you learned during the pandemic?
Okay, I have learned um, how to protect my family. The most important thing, like how to keep them safe. And yeah, I think the most thing I used to think about is not to lose anyone. So I have to keep them safe, especially my daughters.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you who?
my daughters,
Okay,
my
yeah,
daughters.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, your daughter. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Saja.
Yeah.
Saja, Saja, where are you from?
I'm from Iraq.
Yeah, because your English is so clear and so strong and powerful. Yeah, you know what I mean? I love it. I just hope that you will be more confident to open your camera next time. Today, I'll excuse you, but try.
No, no, because I'm laying on my back because I have pain. I
Oh yeah,
have
yeah,
to stay on my back for like 1 month.
yeah. You told me about it. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, sorry about that.
no, that's okay. But you are doing great in my class.
Thank you.
Okay. Um, Fahim, do you want to say something? What have you learned during the pandemic?
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm glad to have the best teacher of God in our class. Happy Women's Day to all the women. And the second, sir, I really, uh, I know too many things from this pandemic. First of all, sir, that money can buy anything. The health is very important, and gathering with family, having a good time with family, and communicate with family is the best. Sorry, I had a call. I don't know what I'm saying because I'm using from my phone, sir. Yes, I want to turn off this call. Shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry for. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
How to? No,
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't know what I said, sir. Sorry.
No, you said something very, very important that sometimes we forget the importance of taking care of our health.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And then during the
And
okay, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. And the most necessary things are I know because I did experience from that. During the pandemics, I got affected by the COVID-19, and I was affected, and it was a very bad days. And only my family come to ask me how's your health. Nobody else. I saw one of my close relative, one of my best friends, that he got affected, and when I saw, he just escaped from long distance, and he escaped from me. On Everyone is scared from me, sir. I was affected very badly. I had a very bad pain, and I know it was a scary moment. But the only people who care about me is my family. The family is very important. We need to care about our dad, our mom, because they care about their children, we also, this is our abandon, that we need to care about our family.
Yes, you know, there is a proverb or an idiom that says, blood is thicker than water.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know that idiom, blood is thicker than water. Sometimes you'll feel, oh my God, I'm surrounded by friends. I'm surrounded by friends. I'm surrounded by coworkers. They love me. They care about me. But in the end, all you have is your family.
Yeah, you're right.
And your family, they will never leave you, whatever happens. Okay, especially your mother. That's why it's very,
Yeah.
very important for us to make sure that we take care of our mother, right? Because the love of the mother is infinite. It's immeasurable. She will never abandon us emotionally. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing, Fahim. Okay. Now, Shala, do you want to share something?
It's okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, the most important things I have learned and during the pandemic is my family health, to how to manage my family health and keep busy and at home. And sometimes before I didn't do that, but during the pandemic I helped with my husband to do something like renovation at home, or when he doing, I help him. And the another things was before I didn't work too much on the computer, and I don't know how to like go to online and like take a class. Yeah, doing something on the computer, I don't know that things. During the pandemic, I am very like know everything, doing on the computer, searching or writing some things like that. I know the new things.
Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. A lot of like actually, you're not alone when it comes to like some of my students in the day class. You know, they say, "Oh my God, teacher, I don't know how to use a computer." I said, "Do you have children?" He said, "Yes, but they are so busy." Okay, so anyway, okay, thank you, Shala. The gender, what you want to share something?
Yes, teacher. Due to COVID, many business closed, and some business are opened in COVID, like online business. And in during the pandemic, Amazon, number one company on that time, see, Amazon business was the number one, uh, was the top company in the world. She make a good money on that. She made a good money on that time, and many business are started like a online study, and many IT persons work from home. They because there's many business spend more money on the furnitures and buildings, but during the COVID, many businessmen learned a lesson. They can do their business online and save their money, and you
Yeah.
can see, for example, Service Canada on daily service, they they have if we want to remove my number plate, and we renew the health card, we do not go to the Service Canada, and we can fill the all application online and save our time and save money, and that's it.
Yeah, beautiful, the gender. You know, you gave me very, very practical examples, like concrete examples of what not only you, but what people have learned during the COVID-19 pandemic. Like we learned to work online and also to order online, to have everything processed online. And that is amazing, right? Thank you, the gender. Andres, Andres is, I'm going to ask Andres later. Stanley,
Yep,
yeah, what have you learned during the pandemic?
I was learn. I have to spend time with my family, right? Before COVID-19, I didn't spend time with my family too much, right? So after pandemic, I was spend time with my family and laughing, like enjoy like that.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Like, I like your story. Because, like, when people talk about family,
Yep.
like, I just feel so good listening to, stories about families, because for me, family is very, very important.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
different feeling, right?
correct. Okay. Andres, what have you learned during the pandemic?
I've learned the really value of not just the family, but also the real value of my friends and people around me, because I cannot imagine if I lose someone near me, because during this pandemic we have to see we have been seeing many people dying. Yeah, and I can't imagine if I lose some of my friends or my family. And unfortunately, I didn't lose anyone near me, but I have learned the real value of the persons, of the people. And I'm also learned to share time with my family and my friends, and that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Andres. I hope you have friends that you can share with. Okay, Ahmed, what have you learned? Ahmed, what have you learned about during the pandemic?
I have learned uh,
Andres
just
is laughing at you. Okay, you
yes,
can pass. Yeah, you've learned that you're late.
yes. Today,
No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so we're done. Okay, so listen, everybody. Today, okay, you have a homework tonight, and your homework is due at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, so the question is, what have you learned during the pandemic? Okay, so now when you write your paragraph, okay, be sure you have first, I learned; second, I learned; third, okay, and also, and then finally, I learned, and then close it. Okay, so my advice to you is, do not type directly on the test. Write it first on a piece of paper so you can fix it, because if you can see your paper in front of you, it is easier to fix it and to come up with an idea. Okay, let me just share with you the homework, and then we're gonna go to grammar. Okay, so okay, everybody, take a look at this. I'm gonna click on classwork. Okay, so here you see essay writing 3, the COVID-19 pandemic. Short essay, what I've learned during the pandemic. It's due tomorrow at 6 p.m. So click on it, and then and then click on this. Do not click on the writing rubrics. Don't. Okay, this is for the teacher. Okay, so click on it, And then what I've learned during the COVID-19 pandemic. So type a short paragraph with at least 10 sentences telling us what you've learned during the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic. So what you do is click in the box. Okay, so sorry. You're not. I wasn't able to share it. Okay, so what you do is click in the box and then start typing. Like, for example, you say, I've learned so many things during the pandemic. First, I've learned blah, blah, blah. Second, I've learned blah, blah, blah. Okay, so be sure that you have 10 sentences. And remember, this is just one paragraph. Okay, you're going to write something like this. Okay, let me go back to, okay, you got that, right? Okay, so let me close this. And then I'd like you to write something like this. Like the one that I asked you to read. Okay, so I like you to write something like this. So you will say, for example, everybody, can you see this?
No, Mr. Andrew, you didn't share it.
Oh, okay. So let me share it. I thought I did. Okay, let's say, write something like this. Okay, just expand it. I love the way you answered the questions today. And if you write your answer to the questions if you write the sentences that you said to me today, and then expand it, then you have a beautiful storytelling. Okay, what I've learned during the COVID-19 pandemic. So you can say during the past 6 months, or you can say during the past 2 years, I've learned a lot to protect, something like that. Yeah? And then you see here, first, and then second, and then third, and then maybe you can say finally. Yeah, you know what I mean? So my advice to you is, do not copy what I showed you today, okay? Because listening to you today, listening to, for example, Hilalay, to Hilalay, I'm just giving an example, okay? Don't be jealous if I don't say your name. Listening to Hilalay, to Sanja, to Burhan, to Jethro, to Daniella, to Marisa, like listening to you, you actually have a lot of beautiful ideas that I did not even come up. I could not come up, but you were able to come up with a very powerful, effective ideas to express your ideas in speaking, which will translate into writing. Okay, so do not depend on my example a lot, because sometimes you are better. Okay, that's why I love teaching higher level students, because you have so many educated answers. Like, for example, when I said that Daniella, she's only 22 years old, but when she answers my question, it's always very analytical and very educated and very intelligent. I love that, right? And sometimes when you say simple things like, I learned the value of little things. I think Alejandra said this, of little things that I did not pay attention in the past. I could not come up with these ideas. So you can come up with these ideas, because everyone in the class has a specific, different experience. So my advice to you is this: type your answers on Google Classwork, And if you can, please also send me on Messenger your homework. You know Messenger, right? Facebook. It's short, so you can give it to me on Messenger. Because if you send it, I don't wanna look at it. You don't email me, okay? If you send it to me on Messenger, I can easily cut and paste and fix it for you, and I can create a card with your name, and I can post it on Facebook, so every student will be able to share your ideas, and the students can learn from you. Okay. Now, the reason why I wanted you to send me your answer on Messenger, like this is extra, okay, is because if I like your writing on Google Classroom, I cannot cut and paste. I don't know why. I don't know how to do it, to cut and paste and save it on my computer. I can't. I don't know how to do it. But one time, I had my friend came to my place, and he's a computer programmer from Lebanon, and and he knew how to do it. But the problem is, he knew how to do it, but I did not learn from him. I thought it was easy. And so I know it can be done, but I cannot do it. Okay, so you understand the homework, okay? You can start tonight. If you start tonight, do not click submit or turn in. Because if you click, you cannot fix it. And I cannot do it for you. Okay? And also, my advice to you is do it first on a piece of paper, and then fix it, proofread it, fix the grammar, fix the vocabulary, and then send it to me.